Hey everybody, we are all seeing more and more how the coronavirus has, is, and will continue to affect different areas of life. It's creating shortages in areas, well, that were totally unexpected. It started with toilet paper. Then there suddenly was a lack of meat and poultry. And now it's money. You may have heard that there is a national coin shortage. Well, how did it happen? When will it end? And what can you do? If you're ready for the answers to all that, then stay tuned. It is in the headlines, and if you are venturing out into the world, you may have seen the signs that we have limited change available, or you may see that people prefer to only take electronic payments right now. Well, why is that? It's because the coronavirus outbreak has created a new nationwide shortage. Coins. Yeah, coins. Giving change. You see, a lot of businesses I have seen locally, including huge nationwide ones like Walmart, Wendy's, and CVS, have had to stop giving change in some situations or are at least asking customers to use cards or exact change whenever possible. And some smaller businesses and franchises, well, they've had to stop accepting cash altogether. At least they want to stop accepting cash because they're having issues giving change. Some of this is not wanting to touch the money. Seriously, you don't want to, touch anything, right? But it is primarily driven by a shortage of cash, more specifically, the coins. The shortage is especially troubling for people who are underbanked and rely on cash for everyday purchases. Plus, cash-only businesses, they're starting to suffer too. Oh, wait, they're suffering too? Well, what is causing all of this? Well, it's a couple of things. First of all, the US Mint significantly reduced its production of coins after they implemented safety measures to protect their employees from the coronavirus. We saw this in a lot of different industries, right? And to add to it, according to the Federal Reserve, consumers are actually depositing fewer coins at US financial institutions. Some of them are still closed, so you can't even get in there to make the deposit anyway. Then, you take into consideration that the shutdown forced some businesses to close that would typically help to keep coins moving through the industry. But we saw where industries like retail shops, banks, and credit union branches, self-serve car washes, even laundromats, those places where coins are very heavily used, yeah, they were closed down. How much longer can we expect this shortage to last, Professor? Well, I don't have all the answers, but I will say this. Like toilet paper, we eventually got it back on the shelves, and this shortage will ultimately end as well. The Federal Reserve, they've started taking action, and this started a couple of months ago. See, back in June, they started capping the number of coins allotted to banks and financial institutions. Now, granted, this was something that was expected to be temporary, and it's also done based on that institution's or the individual institution's historical orders. Also, the Federal Reserve, the US Mint, and other experts in the industry, well, they've got together to fix the problem. But the truth is that it's unclear when the shortage will end. Let's go to the end of June. The Fed announced that a task force would be created to be able to deal with the problem. That's the bringing together of the industry experts. The task force also takes experts from the industry, along with bank and credit unions, industry associations, the Federal Reserve, of course, and the Department of Treasury. Well, they had their first meeting in July, and we're expecting more information from them any day now. But more importantly, to help solve the problem, well, the US Mint has returned to full production. They did so in mid-June, and they're expected to produce, catch this, 19.8 billion coins by the end of the year. And believe it or not, that's actually a 7.4 billion increase over last year. Now you may be saying, is there anything I can do about it now? Well, what can you do about it now? Stop, just stop right there, all right? Hold on a second. That's a lot of information for one video. So if you want to find out more about, let's say, what you can do, Or even better, how about this? What about a solution to the coin shortage? Well, then you're gonna have to tune in next week for part 2. Until then, you can either leave a comment on YouTube, and if you don't want to miss part 2, make sure you hit that subscribe button while you're there on YouTube. You can send me a message on LinkedIn, or you can always send me an email, kevin@paymentsprofessor.com. We are here to serve and to help you by creating exceptional education that's entertaining, engaging, and fun. See you in future videos. Class dismissed.